Wait, recording.
Good evening, everybody. Township of Lacey Caucus Meeting, October 23rd, 2025. I'll read the statement. We'll pledge allegiance to our flag. Have a short moment of silence. Adequate notice of this meeting has been given in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act pursuant to Public Laws 1975. Said notice was advertised in the Asbury Park Press and the Beacon and was posted on the bulletin board showing the time and place of the meeting. The pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 1, proclamation for Friends of the Lacey Libraries Week. Come.
There's our girl.
Wonderful.
Hi, everybody.
Would you like me to read the proclamation first, or
I mean, unless you want me to introduce myself to the audience.
please introduce? That's more important.
Okay. Hi, for those who may not know me, my name is Chris Salvatore. I'm the Adult Information Services Librarian for the Lacey branch of the Ocean County Library System. For those who may not know, the Ocean County Library just celebrated its grand centennial 100th birthday recently, so that's very exciting. I'm here today to accept the proclamation for National Friends of the Library. As you know, our friends are very important to us at the Lacey branch. They provide extra funding for wonderful programs. Most recently, we held, in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, the Wonders of Peru Flora, Fauna, and Food program, in which the friends helped sponsor us in getting the food truck, Snow Chief Peruvian food truck here at the Lacey branch. And patrons got to enjoy Peruvian cuisine along with enjoying all the informative, wonderful culture offerings that Peru has to offer. I thank the friends of the Lacey branch, and I thank everyone here in attendance this evening for supporting the Ocean County Library System. So thank you very much, everyone.
I'll read a short proclamation. Whereas the Friends of the Lacey Library raise money that enables our library to move from good to great, providing the resources for additional programming, much-needed equipment, support for children's summer reading, and special events throughout the year. And whereas the work of the Friends highlights an ongoing basis, the fact that our library is the cornerstone of the community, providing opportunities for all to engage in the joy of lifelong learning and connect with the thoughts and ideas of others from ages past to present. Whereas the Friends understand the critical importance of the well-funded libraries and to advocate to ensure that our library gets the resources it needs to provide a wide variety of services to all ages, including access to print and electronic materials, along with expert assistance in research, reader's advisory, and children's services. And whereas the Friends' gift of their time and commitment to the library sets an example for all in how volunteerism leads to a positive civic engagement and the betterment of our community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Peter Curatolo, Mayor of Lacey Township, along with our Township Committee, proclaims October 19th to the 25th, 2025 as Friends of the Libraries Week of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, and urges everyone to join the Friends of the Library and thank them for all they do to make our libraries and our community so much better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Item number 2 this evening, honoring volunteers of the Lacey Haunted Trail. I'd like to invite our Director of Recreation, Jim Weiland, up to the microphone.
Thank you. I'm sure you guys can hear me. I'm not used to it being so far away, but I just want to say thank you to everyone for inviting us in here today. The Recreation Department is extremely lucky to have a dedicated volunteer group that works on programs and events all throughout the year, which we couldn't do nearly the things that we do without them. Starting in summertime, pretty much as soon as we got past 4th of July, and we had that great peace air on News 12 New Jersey on our Whibbit, we were packed every day over there. So that was a huge increase. But that extra workload took us away from some of the other things we were trying to get done. So without the help of volunteers, it really doesn't happen. So today we're here to talk about our haunted trail. Our haunted trail, to give you a little bit of history, started in 2020 during the pandemic. I want to say right after Labor Day, we sat down and said we have to do something to kind of keep the spirit of Halloween going. And we had 5 weeks to plan it, and we got it done. A lot of sleepless nights then, a lot of sleepless nights now. But we did a drive-through haunted trail at Gilly Park because we had to observe all the different rules that we were observing during the pandemic, but we still want to give people an experience, so we did a drive-through. Now, it's not as easy, or it's hard to scare somebody or to get someone into the Halloween spirit to be scared when they're in the comfy confines of their car, but we made it work, and it was very theatrical, and we had a great time doing it. We then decided we wanted to try to do this every year, and we tried to do it outdoors the following year in Hebrew Park. Didn't go as well. Mother Nature didn't work with us. Our date got canceled 2 or 3 times. So it kind of discouraged us a little bit, but we took a year off, brought it back in 2023, and ever since then we've seemed to have found a good formula where we're getting people to come. This year we had over 1,150, well, we had 1,156 people walk the trail over the 2 nights. So they go in small groups of about 10 people. I know, Mayor, you came out and took part in the trail. Hopefully you enjoyed it.
No, it was outstanding, the work that goes into it. I'll comment later. It's your night.
Okay. But it's a lot of, it's an intense week. We start building on Sunday afternoon to get ready for the following Friday, and it takes every hour up until basically minutes before we're about to open to get it done. And it doesn't happen without the good people in this room tonight. We had about 50 different volunteers come in over the course of the week between actors, builders, designers, cleanup crew, people. We have kids who volunteer just to feed the actors, who run around with granola bars and chicken fingers and stuff. So the adage, it takes a village, well, it certainly does take a village. Maybe not to run the entire department, but to make sure our events are operating in a extremely well-organized and professional manner, and I'm thankful to have such great volunteers. Now, we're getting together Monday night to go over some of the particulars, but I will talk a little bit about favorite scenes and things. So we said we had 1,156 people go through the trail. I had about 125 take the survey. And from those survey results, we asked, what's your favorite scene? What's the scariest scene? And without a shadow of a doubt, everyone's favorite scene was our mad scientist. She is here in the room right now. So a round of applause for Miss Eleanor. She
Never going to hear the end of that. Should have given it to somebody else.
So she was our mad scientist. She had a couple younger actors with her, and they did a phenomenal job. And our scariest scene, and I don't think Lily is with us today, but right, Lily was our ring girl? Yeah. We, for anyone not familiar, like I wasn't, because I don't watch scary movies, which is ironic, but we had a scene in the trail where there's a scary movie called The Ring. In this movie, a girl crawls out of a TV. So one of our volunteers built a old-fashioned TV console, put a flat screen on the back of it, so it was playing that scene. And while that scene is playing, we had a girl climb out of the TV. And she was awesome. I think she was 10 years old? 11. So, her mom and dad were also in the trail volunteering, but she was awesome. She was able to contort herself and twist and turn, and she didn't have to say much. She didn't say anything, except she would just stop and then just let out a blood-curdling scream, and people ran from her. So it was quite amazing, and hopefully she does come to our dinner on Monday night, but she was fantastic. So she was voted scariest scene, and but there's just so many people to name, and I don't want to miss anyone, so I'm just going to give a collective thank you to the entire group. Over 50-plus volunteers make that happen to bring in 1,100 people or more to walk the trail, to bring in, I think our gross revenue this year was $15,770, which, minus our expenses, we've already been able to profit enough to put our down payment on our firework display for next year. So,
Fantastic.
round of applause for the good people who came out and made that happen. So I got the contract on my desk. We're ready to move forward. Next year is a big year for fireworks. It's the country's 250th. So we're excited to get that contract out of the way now with the down payment, so there's no chance of losing out on a vendor, because I believe it's going to be tough as the year goes on. So, but that doesn't happen again without the 50 dedicated people that come basically after they work their full day. They come to the park. We're there till park closing time, of course. We wouldn't stay late.
Who's telling?
But they're there. They dedicate so much time and energy. They bring a lot of their own props, their own lights, smoke machines to help supplement what we have to make it happen. So I'd like to invite everybody to come up to the dais here. We'd like to do a photo, if that's okay with you guys.
Of course.
And so don't be shy. Come on up.
Something real quick?
Sure.
I'm gonna call out Lucas, Kylie, and Liam. That's it. Let's go.
All right, so you guys be
You're in charge.
You want me to cuddle this or something?
Jim, you're in the picture.
All right.
Amy said she would do it for you.
You sure?
This guy, he's the energy.
Why don't we move the microphone and the podium out of the way a little
Yeah.
bit so we can get your shot?
Good catch.
All right.
Mayor, your wife's trying to hide in the back here, I just want to say. She's trying to
The
hide.
mad scientist is trying to hide.
Yes. Oh, here comes some more folks. Get in here, hurry up.
Wait, they help too.
they
Come on,
help
you gotta get in the picture.
picture.
All right, Paul.
Nice job, Cole.
He is, isn't he?
Very nice, very nice.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim. So item number 3 is going to be tabled for this evening, so unless you want a really exciting set of comments afterward and some talking about municipal and 2C and NJAC, New Jersey Administrative Code, I'm going to show you the door if you'd like.
Take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Favor?
Aye. And we'll right into township this evening.
And we'll go right to item number 1 after the statement. Township of Lacey, October 23rd, 2025. Adequate notice for this meeting has been given in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act pursuant to public laws of 1975. Said notice was advertised in the Asbury Park Press, and the Beacon was posted on the bulletin board showing the time and place of the meeting. Item number 1, Resolution 2025-284, authorizing an agreement for the collection of solid waste and recycled materials.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, awarding a 5-year contract for the collection of solid waste and single-stream recycling services to Meadowbrook Industries. We only had one bid received. We are opting for the 5-year contract as it's most cost-effective. This will be from January 2026 until December 2030.
Move it.
Second.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number 2, Resolution 2025-285, authorizing an agreement for health reimbursement account services for township employees.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, awarding a contract to EB Employee Solutions LLC, DBA, as the difference card to provide health reimbursement account services for the Township of Lacey Employee Benefits Program. This is the annual renewal for the difference card.
Move it.
Second.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number 3, Resolution 2025-286, authorizing an interlocal service agreement with the Ocean County Prosecutor's Office for the Driving While Intoxicated Enforcement Program.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the execution of an interlocal service agreement with the County of Ocean for police services for the Driving While Intoxicated Enforcement Program.
Move it.
Second.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number 4, Resolution 2025-287, authorizing an interlocal service agreement with the Ocean County Prosecutor's Office for the Drug Recognition Expert Call-Out Program.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the execution of an interlocal service agreement with the County of Ocean for police services for the Drug Recognition Expert Call-Out Program.
Move it.
Second.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes, with one comment. Thank you to the Police Department for doing this. With the Department of Highway and Traffic Safety, they pay the overtime on some of these issues, and they also always apply for a texting grant. You text, you drive, you lose. So kudos to them for keeping us safe. Item number 5, Resolution 2025-288, opposing the proposed judicial consent order between New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection and 3M Company in its current form.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, opposing the proposed judicial consent order for 3M Company with the NJDEP. They want to settle with the state so as to not be liable for any future liability that comes from PFAS-related contamination claims. This is just in opposition to what's currently being offered to them by the state, which would be no future liability. The reason why we're doing it is not that it affects anything in Lacey Township, but it sets a precedent if something were to in the future.
Move it.
Second.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo? Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number 6, Resolution 2025-289, authorizing the release of a performance guarantee for road opening permit number 5037.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the release of a site improvement performance guarantee posted by Ridgemont Homes for road opening permit number 5037.
Move it. Tim?
Tim, you gotta. I gotta abstain.
Oh, second.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Abstain.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number 7, Resolution 2025-290, authorizing an amendment to the Personnel Policies and Procedures Manual.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing amendments to the Local Government Personnel Policy and Procedures Manual and the Employee Handbook for the Township of Lacey. This is to update some language in the handbook as it relates to new requirements for the Pregnant Workers Fairness Act.
Move it.
Second.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number 8, Resolution 2025-291, authorizing an employee's leave of absence.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing a leave of absence for John Labat.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number 9, Resolution 2025-292, authorizing the tax collector to cancel taxes due to a disabled veteran tax exemption.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the tax collector to cancel 2025 taxes due on a property granted the 100% disabled veteran exemption and refund the resulting credit balance.
Move it.
Second.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number 10, Resolution 2025-293, authorizing the refund of deposit monies.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the refund of deposits held for the use of municipal facilities.
Move it.
Second.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number 11, Resolution 2025-294, authorizing the payment of township bills.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the payment of township bills. This is in the amount of $1,270,852.36.
Move it.
Second.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes, with noted abstention. Number 5890.
Mr. McDonald, any
Yeah,
abstentions?
have
somebody
something?
in for my normal,
Yes, T0035.
it's not here in my book. Forgot about it.
Item number 12, motion to approve caucus meeting minutes from October 9th, 2025.
Move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Abstain.
Item number 13, motion to approve township meeting minutes from October 9th, 2025.
Move it.
Second.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Abstain.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number 14, motion to approve executive session meeting minutes from October 9th, 2025.
Move it.
Second.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Abstain.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Comments from the committee?
Add on.
Oh, one add-on.
Yes.
Resolution 2025-296, resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, supporting the acquisition of properties identified on the Addendum A by the Ocean County Natural Lands Trust Fund. This is, 98.89 acres out in Forked River Mountain that will be acquired by the county for their open space.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. And we will have comments from the committee this evening. Deputy Mayor Kennis.
Thank you, Mayor. One of the other positions that I sit on, I'm on the board of the Ocean County Utilities Authority, and if nobody knows what that is, it's responsible for all the sewage that's in all of Ocean County. It's the sewer system for the entire county. It treats all the sewage and then filters it and then discharges it out into the ocean to make sure it's clean. But today, there was a ceremony to rename the building after the operations building, which is the main building in Berkeley, after John Parker. And we also had a ceremony to unveil a bronze memorial for him and at the entrance to that building. And those that don't know, John was, a longtime Lacey resident. Everybody knows John's passed, but he was the chairman of the OCUA for 25 years, and he sat on the board for 45 years. And just put a lot of time into making. He was there when it was designed and built, and served on it the whole time. So again, it was just a nice ceremony today, and it was well deserving to name that building after John. Thank you. Those are my comments.
Thank you very much. Committeeman McDonald.
Thank you, man. The only thing I really have to say tonight is, in a couple Tuesdays from now, we vote. And I have always believed it is the responsibility of every citizen that is eligible to vote to get out and vote for the candidates of their choice. We have a referendum here. You do what you got to do. You vote for the way you think is best for this township and the schools. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much. Committeewoman Juliana.
Hi, Mayor. I just wanted to say, first of all, to our librarian that was here, and I know she's had left now. We're very fortunate to have that library here in town, and I know my children were brought up on it. So it's a conversation that's come up many times in school, because I also work at the school system with some teachers, and they discuss with the children a lot of times that just because we don't use books anymore, or, everything's on a screen, and you should go to the library and check it out, because there's a lot there that you would be interested in, and we try to teach the children that at school. That's one thing. And I'm sorry that Jim left before I got to say this, but I'll tell you what, his voice on our media is phenomenal. We are very, very lucky to have that man. He's so soft-spoken, he works hard, and he promotes this town very nicely, so we're very fortunate to have him. But that's all, Mayor.
Fantastic. For the first time in 12 years, I have a short prepared statement tonight in light of some of the comments that have come across the microphone, and it'll take 5 minutes or less. So I wanted to take this opportunity to read this statement against the better judgment of people on this dais, in the building, and all around town. So I just want to unpack a few what I'll call inaccuracies. Now, a lot of you have seen and heard a lot of things in the last few meetings, and it comes from a place of political partisanship, as we are all in what we call the silly season, inclusive of the last few meetings before an election, and it's a free chance to hit a microphone that reaches 30,000 people. First, it was alleged that I have given too many interviews at the Jones Road fire, and I offered no time for any advocacy for any of our citizens or our taxpayers by not attending any school board meetings. On the night of the fire, late into the night at our community hall, I loaded infirm seniors physically that were evacuated in wheelchairs and with their dogs onto school buses after calling County Administrator Mike Fiore and County Sheriff Mike Mastronardi, along with Peggy Sue Giuliano and Veronica LeRae. Once the landing spot for our seniors was procured that night, and I knew that there'd be attention to basic medical needs, that basically concluded the night, but it was the first of many harrowing nights. What was left out of the too many interviews comments was why I did so many interviews. And that was, as the leader of the town, to control categoric rumors that were not true, such as things you hear at hearsay. The nuke plant was on fire. It's leaking. It's been struck by lightning. None of this was true, but there was a cost. I've been trained in incident command management system, worked through many disasters over the last 19 years in public health, both here in the state of Florida, and I know that nothing is more important than controlling the message, and that's why I did what I did with the TV stations. When I hear a pregnant mom who can't move or get around too well, or an infirm or immobile senior that got the life scared out of them due to misinformation, that pisses me off. So I became their advocate. And 50 years ago, that could have been my mom. So I'm proud of that information, and I kept in constant contact with my colleagues on the dais and all around the town, including our senior presidents in our towns. It was said that I was a no-show at school board meetings, and that's garbage. That I was scared. I'm never scared of anything. So any other diarrhea of the mouth or constipation of thought that comes and gets spewed behind the microphone, accusing me of that, is untrue. I have advocacy for our taxpayers. So, Mr. Mayor, for 2023 and 2024, I was one of 2 school board liaisons, and I met frequently with the school board, the business administrator, the former superintendent, and the current acting superintendent to discuss these issues, and I did advocate for the taxpayer. In addition, I attended 2 school board meetings and at one spoke against the advice of many to rail against the governor who cut $14 million for our schools. That means they cut $14 million from our kids. And I accused the governor of doing that for political reasons, and there's a long list of people that did do that. Our kids suffered because of that, so I advocated for our schools, our kids, and against the governor who did that. Had I been governor, and I'm not running for governor, I wouldn't have done that. So I think that's patently unfair from a group of people that says they care about kids. Lastly, I suggested to the school board to augment their communications to the public. If you're going to go into somebody's pocket, you need to communicate very clearly and with full throat why you're going into it, why you deserve it. And so I offered. I said, hey, use our website, use your website. They're now doing this, not on our website, but these are all matters of fact. They're giving progress updates. There has been an incremental increase in some of the scores, and I'm proud of them. They took my advice on that. Other people advised them as well. They took mine, they took ours, and they're doing it. So in close summary, additionally, it's been stated that there needs to be a change in the elected officials up here, including the very style of government we have, a committee form of government. Incidentally, the very same style of government that the people of Lacey chose. Too much one-party rule you hear. Let me tell you what tenured individuals like myself and Mr. Kennis have. 30 years in municipal, county, and state government, where I was an administrator at all 3 levels. I built these relationships, and when I call people in our legislative districts, they see my number and they pick up. It's advocacy I use to advocate for us in these towns. That's a slew of assemblymen and our senators. I don't drop their names because I don't need to do that. I do that because I have a relationship where there's mutual respect. They keep me informed, and I take care of our people, and that's the way I like it. That's the way it's supposed to be. I'm your advocate. I work for you. We work for you. Mr. Kennis and I work well together. So in summary and in closing, I owe nothing, I need nothing, I fear nothing. I like doing this. I like being your advocate. It enables me to advocate for our residents like no other. It's a very particular skill set I've honed over a great many years that I put to work for you. In finality, a reverberating theme at the microphone has been too much development, too many single-family homes, too much traffic. In reality, we're 86 square miles. The majority of it protected pinelands, most of it undeveloped and undevelopable. These are the very same voices that rail against progress and say the tax levy's too high, but don't want us to build out ratables, roads, Walmart, Aldi, Home Depot, and Kohl's. And they believe that it's still possible to have no development and lower taxes. To my well-intentioned yet misguided friends who really showed me some nastiness behind the microphone, so I felt like I had to do this tonight, and I apologize for the long wind. To my well-intentioned yet misguided friends, show proper decorum in the world that you're residing in, and say hi to Dorothy and the Munchkins, because you're living in Oz. That'll conclude my comments for this evening. I'll open the floor for public.
The floor is open, so
Floor's open.
raise your hand.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome.
Good evening, John Iapita, Lakeside Drive. We're here on behalf of the Reefs Across America again. First of all, we'd like to say thank you to everybody that helped us last year because it's gotten very large. And we're coming here again to ask for help through the township.
Right.
So it's December 13th. We need the 12 o'clock. We need the road department. We need the fire department. We need everybody in town to help us.
I'll reach out to everyone and make sure that Daryl Nick, who is our police officer
Daryl
who
Nick is-
handles it,
yes,
you know, and then of course Jim Weiland,
Jim
he'll
is
take
our
care of it on
spokesperson.
that, you know, and DPW, we'll be in
Yes.
touch with Tyler over there. He handled it
Taylor.
last year, so that'd be fine.
Yeah, Taylor? Was it
Yes, Taylor, yep.
Okay,
So I think,
that's what we're here
I know
for.
Committeewoman Giuliano loves the event, and she's a fine addition to that event.
Yes.
And if she would speak, or if you would, you know, however you would want Ms. Giuliano involved, I'll play a support role
No, yeah.
for Ms. Giuliano.
We'll have a meeting.
Yeah, we'll have a
definitely
meeting with
meeting
them. So I'll set
for
up
the
something so we can all be there and
Okay.
discuss what needs to be done. We
Yeah.
have a rhythm going now,
I
so we'll
know,
just keep that
I
rhythm
know.
going,
And-
you
and
know?
I feel like it, like the time is coming quick.
Right,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like already here.
right,
I
it's
know,
right around the
here.
corner,
It's like,
right.
That year just go.
Are you still in need of volunteers? Is
Oh,
that something?
always.
Yes,
I've
yes.
already had someone from the Girl Scouts reaching out.
Okay, good,
already,
good,
you know,
because
about
that's,
being important.
and I know the different locations, like Pheasant Run usually comes out and helps a whole group from there.
Yeah.
So maybe,
We
you know,
did good last year. The
Yes.
high school came out,
Yes,
you know, we had
that's-
the ALPS program from
Right.
Town.
Right.
So hopefully it's all gonna be the same.
and I think it worked well when we did the bus situation too.
Oh, yeah,
You know, so
definitely,
that was a big,
definitely.
Did we coordinate with Murray Grove yet?
yes,
Yeah,
so,
we have, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
But-
they offered like the immediate volunteers to be able to park there,
Park
like
there,
us.
right.
And the kids that come from Alps, and maybe we could do something, figure something out with the handicap this year.
right, that's another
That's-
issue.
yeah,
We could,
that's-
but they have to be able to show us their handicap. We can't just have everybody, you
everybody, I know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the problem.
grandmoms.
Yes, yes, that's the
Yeah,
problem,
so.
so. Yeah, but otherwise,
we're
we'll work
on.
with the buses too, because we had the bus, you know,
Yes.
the volunteers last year do the
Yeah.
busing, so that worked out great too, so. All right, we'll get it done.
Figure it out.
I'll
Okay,
make,
you
I'll
guys
make a
are all
date.
on board?
Yes.
Everybody's on board?
We're on board.
Okay.
We're on board, no
You can
problem.
go bug Taylor when you want.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, he's the best. He was,
Yes.
he was really good. All
Yeah,
right,
no.
thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Good to see both of you.
Other comments? Mr. Bender?
You can
Guys,
move to
you-
the side if it's easier.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah, that gives you a little bit closer. There you go.
There we go. Come up. Barry Bender, somewhere in Lacey Township. I've been coming to these meetings for a long time, and the meeting before the election is always a fun meeting. But always the comments and the campaigning have come out from here on the floor. It's never come from the dais before. And I consider part of your speech political campaigning, Mayor. I'm sorry, and I think it's wrong.
It's okay.
I don't think it should be done. If I was sitting up there, I would have advised you against giving that speech.
Well, I
myself.
was straightening out the facts, so I have a right to do that if somebody's going to
Well,
lambaste me.
it's campaigning.
No, you can say what you want.
Okay, I consider it campaigning, and I
Okay,
think it
good.
was wrong.
All
So
right.
I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you. Please.
Don't everybody raise your hands at once.
Can you do it?
I think so. As long as it's not too tight, I can do it. Regina DeSenza, Sunset Drive, Sunrise Beach. I don't know if you all heard, but only about 30 people attended the 2 public information sessions at Mill Pond and Forked River School. However, I did hear that about 100 people attended at Seabreeze. The lack of attendance about referendum information speaks volumes. Now it will be very interesting to see how many people show up at the high school next week. Hardly seems worthwhile to spend $39,500 and only a handful of residents show up for information. Low attendance after the expenditure of $39,500 for promotional materials that weren't even legally labeled by the New Jersey Election Law Enforcement Commission guidelines. I sent you all a copy of the paid voucher and invoice, and it is not itemized. I am going to seek itemized bills for the $39,500 because those laminated postcards were big. They were 11 by 7, and they are very expensive. The pricing on the referendum projects themselves are very high. I contacted a private commercial roofing company myself, and they assured me the pricing was exaggerated. I gave them the insulation specs and the 5 building addresses. People often ask me, what are some suggestions for helping the board's budget? They're easy. 3 major ones constantly overlooked for the past 10 to 15 years. It's more than time to subcontract out the transportation department and get a company that will agree to use local drivers. When it was first proposed years ago, Jack Martinak was the board president. Think of the savings from not paying bus insurance alone. Bus maintenance is expensive. I see the bills for the parts. I saw a bill for parts the other day. I think it was $15,000. It was like a total allocation for one particular thing. Subcontract out the food services department. Find a company that will also agree to use the local employees. Many do. I asked when I went to NJSBA workshops in Atlantic City. Pay to play for sports. Vanessa was always afraid to do this because of parental pushback, but it's time. The board must find ways to free up money in the budget and do their regular maintenance. They just put HVAC in, I think, Mill Pond or the middle school, but they managed to squeeze out some money to do that particular project, which I think was on question 2 from March. So it is possible, it's just that they pick and choose. If every district in the state neglected maintenance, there wouldn't be a school building left standing in the state. It's called management. And if these suggestions were implemented years ago, they might be able to squeeze back in some courtesy busing, but I do think that's gone for good. The very hurtful increased tax payments are soon due on November 1st. Try and think of all the people that have to make sacrifices for those payments. School board, I hope you're listening. The school district is making people choose between medicine, food, and taxes, and I think that's unconscionable. But that's what we have, a school administration without a conscience. Thank you. November 1st is
Thank
going to
you.
hurt a lot of people.
Any other comments this evening?
If there's nobody else, I'm ready, but anybody else wants to? Anybody else?
Yes, Mrs. Delacruz.
Mayor and Township Committee. That was a great Halloween celebration you provided for the town.
Thank you, Helen.
So many people came, kids with their moms and dads, even with their grandmas and grandpas, and even people with, not anymore kids, but kids at heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so great, and it was so awesome the way it was done. Special thanks, of course, goes to the Department of Public Works and Department of Recreation for their hard work, and all the other volunteers that came. I know you you will get a special reception for them. That was very, very appropriate, and not just appropriate, that was great. Because I was there myself, and I enjoyed it. And thanks also for the actors. There was this young lady doing somersaults on the floor with such ease, and another young lady walking on the floor on all fours, not this way, the other way. How awesome can that be? And there was not just the wonderful sound and special light effects, but also the effect of the element of surprise. There I was walking, and then I thought I thought of them, and I went, wow, and that's just right in my face. A mask, which that was so good. Thank you, Mayor and Township Committee. You did a great.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Helen.
You did a great job for our township. God bless you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Helen.
Very nice, Helen. Thank you.
Who else? Nope, guess not.
Okay.
Here we go.
Welcome.
You might want to put that microphone.
I
just
think
this
I'm
bit.
going to have to. Just a
A
little
bit
bit.
taller.
Yeah, just a little bit taller. I can't help it, Regina. You're just too short. No, yeah, well, whatever it is. Let's see. Okay, glasses. Good evening. Hold on here. Good evening, Township Committee members, members of our community, Lacey citizens. My name is Richard Bidnick. I am the chair of the Lacey Citizens for Responsible Government. Last night, the Lacey Citizens for Responsible Government conducted its Board of Education Candidates Forum last night at the Lacey Library. I was very pleased with the candidates who showed up and the many vibrant questions that the candidates were asked from the audience. There are a group of people in our town who get it and are educated on the issues that are affecting our schools. I can recommend Steve Goen and Meg Fournet for the school board. They are two intelligent individuals who articulated very well their positions from which I might not always agree, but who I can definitely work with on many, many issues. Please, when you go into the voting booth, vote for Steve and Meg. The incumbent, unfortunately, Jack Canati, does not deserve to be reelected. Not only did he not even respond to the invite to the event, to the candidates forum, he had no interest in answering to the public that he's elected to serve. He literally went online today on Facebook and wrote that the email invite that was sent to him was sent to his school board address. This is an utter lie, as I have a copy of the email that I sent to all the candidates, and it went to his Gmail account. He also inflicted two 10% tax increases on the taxpayers. He is part of the problem and not the solution for the future of Lacey Township Board of Education. I'm asking the voters of Lacey Township to vote no on the upcoming $28.8 million referendum. Repairs do need to be made, but not with the current scenario in play. If the referendum is defeated, the new board can go back to the drawing board and file new submissions with the state of New Jersey that have actual cost estimates by vendors to back up all of the repairs so that we, the voters, can have confidence in these numbers and not put the district in any more debt than it needs to be. There are those that say we're eligible for $11.1 million in state aid, but from what we heard at the Forked River Forum that the school district had recently, some of the projects are only eligible to receive 34% of state aid. So we really don't know what the final numbers will be. On another note, the supporters of the referendum keep saying, oh, we'll get $11.1 million from the state. But we are the state. That is our money. And we want it to be spent prudently, honestly, and transparently. I could get behind a referendum that meets all of these requirements. Also, I want to ask the Lacey voters,
If you were having a new roof design put on your house, and you had an architect design it, and he gave you a ballpark figure of $25,000 for a new roof, he's not the one who's going to be doing the roofing project. So of course you're going to go out and get estimates from roofers. We don't have any of that right now with the submissions that this school district has made to the state. For these reasons, I'm asking the citizens of Lacey Township to vote no. Instead, we can have the school district go back to the drawing board and do this the right way, and then, instead of dividing this town as they are doing right now, we can all get behind this project working together. There are several dates next year where a new referendum can be put on the ballot. I don't think we are asking for too much. On another note, November 4th is Election Day. It's time for all, It's time for all of us to reflect on the performance of those who are up for re-election. Again, the citizens of Lacey Township deserve better, in my view. They deserve a better government. They deserve people who actually care about the struggling individuals who are barely making it in our town. And this current body, certain members, just don't cut the mustard. We need new blood. We need people from other parties besides the Republican Party sitting on this committee who may have different points of view than the people who are sitting up there now. I don't believe in party affiliation having anything to do with local politics because we're all in this together. Because we're not dealing with state or national issues, we're dealing with how we can best manage Lacey Township. So please, Lacey residents, do not go in the voting box and just because you're a registered Republican or any other political party, and just don't go and vote for somebody just by party line. There are a lot of Republicans who just don't deserve to be in public office. People want to know why our country is in dire straits situation that it's in. It's because of our failed governments, both local, state, and national, which have put us in $38 trillion in debt. And of course, most of the chaos that's affecting our country right now. It's a very sad state of affairs. And just so everyone knows, I'm a registered Republican and a fiscal conservative, but I vote with my brain, using logic and my pocketbook as my guide. I ask that the citizens of Lacey do the same. We need to hold our public officials accountable. They are elected to represent our interests, not their own. They are paid a salary to do work, not their work, but our work. We need true leaders who are not afraid to stand up against the establishment when they know certain things are going to affect the taxpayers in a very negative way. We all deserve better. Of course, nothing is perfect, but always remember, if our government can't stand up with us and be there for us when we need them, why should we show up and support them on Election Day? And thank you very much for allowing me to speak tonight. And I wanted to mention, too, our public library is great. They did a great job. I've used it several times. The staff there are great. And since we're honoring our public libraries, and that has been my whole life profession that I worked in, please support our libraries. And our young people do need to start reading books.
Yes.
Go to the library and don't read off those crumbs. Read those books, please, because I just heard today that Baker & Taylor, which is the largest book supplier, is going out of business. It's kind of sad when you hear that, folks. It really is. So thank you very much, and I appreciate it, and have a good night.
Good night. Any other comments this evening? Stephen?
Seeing none, make a motion to close the floor.
Move it.
Second, I have a comment. We're closing public portion?
All in favor?
Closing public portion, aye.
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 I have further comments.
Go ahead, please.
Just one more comment. I would like to remind everyone of the advantages they now have living in Lacey under the guidance and leadership of the Republican Council. All the projects and developments that have occurred in Lacey over the past 15 to 20 years have been and continue to be our biggest advantage in maintaining a relatively stable municipal tax rate while offering an ever-increasing list of services to our citizens and also providing fair wages to our employees. We are fortunate that we have so many individuals and businesses that want to make an investment in Lacey. Home Depot, Walmart, Walters Homes, Ryan Homes, Holtec, Toll Brothers, This development has allowed us to increase services such as the Railroad Avenue Road and Walking Trail, the Whibbit, and acquiring the former Knights of Columbus building to use as a new community hall. Over the years, these ratables have provided hundreds of thousands of dollars in permit fees to the township and provide hundreds of thousands of dollars to our tax base. This has all occurred with many planning meetings and foresight to ensure that Lacey not only survives but thrives. And again, this has all occurred under the direction of the Republicans. Conversely, we have achieved these results set against the backdrop of many mandates pushed by a partisan legislator and governor. Taxpayer-funded affordable housing, onerous stormwater regulations, law enforcement directives, and school funding cuts, to name a few. So to summarize, while there are always going to be growing pains as towns and places change, this Republican committee has always worked hard navigating the equal responsibilities of more services and less taxes, and it will always continue to do so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
Move it.
Sorry, I have
We
a
have one.
resolution. Resolution 2025-295, resolution of the Township of Lacey County.
May I interrupt you for 1 second? I don't want to be unfair to Mr. Bender. He wants to come up.
We're closed.
We already
We
closed
closed.
the floor.
Okay, we're closed.
Resolution 2025-295, resolution of the Township of Lacey County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the convening of an executive session in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act.
Move it.
Second.
Motion
Mr.
second?
Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes.
Motion to adjourn?
Move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No further business.